Hey everybody. So I decided to record some videos for, I guess, some of the questions in the review sheet. One of them was going to be finding the roots of a polynomial given two factors using synthetic division. Definitely want to be aware of how to do this one. So let's get to it. So we have this polynomial, which is p of x equals 2x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 38x squared minus 41x plus 30. And we know there are factors of x minus 5 and x plus 3. We know what the factors are. And so what we're trying to do in this case is that we're going to be trying to figure out what the roots are. And so we begin with the first one. The first one, the first thing we do is take a look at our factor of x minus 5. And so we're going to set this factor equal to 0 because the idea in this case is that if like in this case, x minus 5 is a factor of a polynomial, then if you set equals 0, the value of x will be a root. So lo and behold, we have found the first root, x equals 5. But we're going to use that for synthetic division. We take this root, this number that will, when plugged into p of x, will get 0. And we're going to set up our synthetic division with our coefficients of 2, -1, -38, -41, and 30. Okay. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a synthetic division. The first thing we do is now we're going to bring down the first number. So in synthetic division, the first thing we do is bring down the first number. And now any number that's brought down past this, I guess, equal bar, we'll call it, we're going to multiply with our root. So 2 times 5 is 10, and so that number goes up here. We're then going to add downwards. So -1 plus 10 is positive 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Make 38 plus 45 is going to be positive 7. 7 times 5 is 35, so that goes next spot. Neg 41 plus 5 is going to be -6, and neg 6 times 5 is -30. So the last number in synthetic division in this case would be our remainder. And it works out fine because our remainder is equal to 0, which is supposed to be how it works out if x minus 5 is a root. Now, if we were to try to find this here, we're going to try to, in this case, write this out. And since this started off as p of x being 2x to the fourth, our polynomial will be 2x to the third, 9x squared, plus 7x minus 6. But we do not know how to solve for that, except we can divide again. Not from the very beginning, but taking this next factor of x plus 3. So now we will set x plus 3 equals 0. So now we could have done that at the beginning, but we want to do things in a certain order, right? Find the first root, use it for synthetic division, then we'll find our next root, which is in this case -3. And so we're not going to repeat the whole process over again with the original polynomial, but instead divide our new polynomial by x equals -3. Actually, not divide by x equals -3, but divide by x plus 3. But in this case, we're using our root of -3 here. So I would just put the -3 underneath in the same spot, almost reloading our root. And now we're going to form synthetic division again, but on our new numbers. So again, we drop to 2. 2 times -3 is -6. 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 times -3 is going to be -9. 7 minus 9 is -2. And -2 times -3 is positive 6, giving us a value of 0, another remainder. So we have brought this down. We call this suppressing the degree. We've gone from x to the fourth to x to the third to x squared. So this 2, 3, and -2, we're not finished yet. Instead, we're writing this as 2x squared because we've gone from x to the fourth, x to the third, and x to the third, x squared. So 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals 0. And so we can solve a quadratic equation. It's really nice in this case because we can use quadratic formula or factoring or completing the square, but I'm going to factor here. So we're going to factor in this case, and so we're going to do two numbers that multiply to 2x squared will be 2x and x. And the two numbers multiplied, so Sorry about that. 2x and x, not 2x times 2x. Sorry about that. And two numbers multiplied to -2, well, should be 2 and 1 where one of those negative, one's positive. So I'm going to put the 2 not with the other two because we don't have a greatest common factor of 2 here. So, and then I want the middle number to add up to 3. So I want an x plus 2 and a 2x minus 1. And so we multiply this. We're going to get 2x times x is x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x. -1 times x is -1x. So 4x plus -1x is positive 3x. And -1 times 2 is -2. So this works out nicely. We will set both of these factors equal to 0 to get x equals 1/2. X plus 2 equals 0. X equals -2. So these two are the other roots. So our final answer here will be, the roots will be x equals 5, x equals -3, x equals 1/2, and x equals -2. And there you go. This is going to be our answers. Okay. Now for 10-point question, you're gonna have to find all these answers here. I would definitely say this, knowing how to set up your synthetic division will be important, as well as being able to perform it and all, and then find the roots. So it's a lot of points here to do work and score points and everything. So I think a lot of times people will freak out a little bit because of the quadratic equation I solved for, but just be very careful and you should do totally okay. All right, everybody. All right, so if you have watched to the very ending of this, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming by and watching. Watch it again if you need to. All right. Leave any questions or comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so to be alerted when turn notifications. To be alerted when new videos come up, especially before exams. And if you found it helpful, give it a like. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next video where we do another practice question. Take care, bye.